Welcome to this video playing Conceited. Is that a title player? We'll see. I've played him once and lost, so time to get on the scoreboard. It's not playing. James Holland, feeder 2252. Okay, with a funky picture. So I'm going for Sicilian. Just want to have some other positions. I've played a lot of e4, e5 recently, and a little bit of variety is interesting. This is something that I have to admit don't know well, but why not? Yeah, it's just Blitz. I had this on the board just recently, and here I spent ages to try to figure out if I can take e4 or not. This time I'm just playing a move. e6, develop. Yeah, the queen on a5 is a somewhat unusual spot for a position like that. Okay, maybe take it bishop c6. With the queen on g3, e5 is not possible. Rook f2 e1. Okay, that's somewhat surprising. So, seems he wants to play the a rook to d1. Why not? That was my idea. Lining up there. I'm still not threatening to take anything, even if he goes queen g3. Wow. Well, this is probably not objectively good, but it's Blitz chess, so he wants to go... Well, that's an interesting question. If I want to... Okay, I'm going to do that. Maybe he can play f5. I mean, I was thinking it's probably not possible as g5 hangs, but e6 is of course hanging as well. Yeah, he's going for it, but... Okay, I cannot go e5 if we start with some other moves. Okay, let's take this. It's not ideal. It's really not ideal. That kind of justifies his play. Okay. Yeah, it's absolutely not ideal, especially now if he takes on e6. And besides some tactical issues that might be there immediately, he also after e6. No, it is that. Okay. After e6 falls, there is also the issue that the knight can come to d5, which is which is something that with a6 b5 I wanted to drive the knight back, and this is not happening now.
Check.
Knight to e5 is still Still something. I mean, his king is super open. I mean, let's do this for knight e5. Is he just going e5 himself? Opening up the diagonal? No. But this, huh? No. That should be good for me. Knight f3 check, and the queen is ready to go over like queen e7. Queen, yeah. His king is very insecure. Knight f3, yeah. Rook f1, I guess, to give up the exchange. Yeah, I don't know. That looks pretty awful. Yeah, I was thinking that he probably has to do that. Yeah, I wonder if I want to take it in the first place. That's a really... Okay. Yeah, I think I will. Didn't see a good alternative. And I'm still attacking. It's not like I'm giving up my attack. Sometimes you have to be a bit reluctant to grab material if you have an attack going, and then you grab a pawn or something and give up on your initiative. This is something that absolutely should be avoided. But if you feel like you keep the attack going, then there is no a big reason to avoid material gains. Yeah, so here I'm going to check, I guess, drive him to the edge of the board. And now rook f8 for rook f1. Trying to keep playing with threats. His e-pawn is dangerous. Yeah, okay, got this in. How to do that? Rook h6, queen h6 maybe. I would like to play with more threats. Queen on the long diagonal would be cool, but that wouldn't work.
Time warning.
Okay, let's go here. I mean, I have threatened rook f2, so it's not like this is no threat at all. And the queen has to probably watch over the f1 square. Queen h3 is also an idea, threatening rook f1. I have to watch out for the back rank also a little bit. That there's no silly queen takes f3 all of a sudden and I'm checkmated on the back rank. Yeah, I was just about thinking of this move. But queen h3 looks like a good reply, threatening rook f1. Let's do that. King g1, there's queen g4. That wins very clearly. Yeah, I think that's it. If he moves like knight d2 or so, I have rook f2. It doesn't cover g2 and h2 now.
White resigns.
Okay, that was a win for the Sicilian. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not an opening expert here. I'm just playing it for some variety. I know that this is kind of normal, but yeah. Yeah, in an earlier game, I was really spending some time there to check if I can take that pawn, but ultimately I recognize that this happens and I'm threatened on f7 and on c6. So that knight f6 he can take here. Now the engine is actually showing that this is a move, as I'm looking at the bishop. So the engine wants to do that desperado. Right here, white is better, yeah, of course. So probably this is not so bad what I'm doing now, but I really have no idea how to assess this, but it looks like quite normal play. I was surprised about this move. Normally you go rook a to e1 and this kind of structure to support both pawns and you don't put something on the d file. Quite often you kind of expect that the f file opens at some point, so you keep the rook there. So a bit surprising. Aha, okay, b5 is not great because now white missed this move. That's a very nice one. This is unprotected, so if I take, that's very awkward. This is, okay, by the pawn. Hanging, and this is hanging, and I don't really have a great move. So that was a good opportunity for him. Well, I can go here, yeah, this is what the engine is giving, but it's not exactly what I wanted. a3, and now I went back to put the queen on b7. Engine gives this, and probably this is better. Yeah? If I get in b4 in the better circumstances, it's probably preferable. Yeah, g4, that was a really aggressive move, but it seems to be good. It seems to be okay. This was the best that I could come up with, and it felt awkward. I think that, by the way, now he played this move, and well, I think that if he takes it, if he just takes it, and I'm not sure what now, just something usual, something, I don't know. What is the computer game? Queen here, yeah, to attack this, okay. Yeah, and here, yeah, that's kind of comparable to the game, actually. But maybe it's probably a better version.
Check.
I have got more time now. I've gained time here. And maybe the next move only is the problem. Rook f1 now is given by the computer with a slight advantage, about half a pawn, whatever that means in this position. I mean, I actually think that the computer evaluation might be correct, but in a human player blitz game, the white position is not easy to handle, as he's got, yeah, you know, absolutely no pawn cover. And well, it's a pawn, but the pawn that white has is like this pawn or this one, and they are not very relevant to the position at the moment. This is sometimes yeah, approached in a wrong way by players. They think, okay, I'm a pawn up, great, but the extra pawn itself is not contributing to the position very much. Yeah, this is a different thing to, let's say you have an extra pawn, it's a pass pawn on the 6th rank that is close to promoting and maybe yeah, ties down opponent's pieces. Then that pawn actually has a very real relevance for the next couple of moves. And this is not the case here. The white's pawn is yeah, a potential asset for the end game. But in a middle game, the bad king position has to be handled correctly, and this is not easy in Blitz. And he, yeah, immediately went wrong, I guess, with that. And after 95, I'm winning.
Check.
Yeah, it's not just the material; it's also that
check.
That the activity is excellent. Queen h6, and okay, I think I'm keeping a win here in hand, right? Yeah, the engine gives the odd improvement. Queen f4 is even quicker, but I take a -3, and probably if it calculates a little bit longer, this will climb. So yeah, a good win. I think an odd Sicilian here and there is entertaining, so I will play it in some cases. Yeah, thanks for watching.